We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks. And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 9. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tempo 3 kick. 20 TX.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's Wright. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs trying on 4th down but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they run the option on second down. Dancing away at the 35. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get to that #1 spot.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 4. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Running right, here's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, nice move.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And Walker once more.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He's going to keep this again.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Oh, boys, we got this.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Play action. Now it's Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Step it up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get in the end zone, fella. 32 stinger. Together up. Keep the ball moving.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
That's caught down the field by Palmer.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on, make the end zone or I'm going home.
Here's Tua. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Foster Moreau, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Lockett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Come on, wait for this.
What does this even have to happen?
Let's pick it up.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll look to throw here. Walker with a grab left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rolling to his right.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Nice footwork at the 25. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. In this case, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He completes this to Walker.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
sticking with Walker on second down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from it.
It's a 5-yard gain. There'll still be a yard short here with third down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
In it to win it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Get some points on the board.
Come on, two.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Back to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 30.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Tua to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start with the option. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Running left is Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Check smash. Check smash.
Sticking with Walker on second down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, it's Walker.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Cowboy 80.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On second down, Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
From midfield, here's Tua. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gear for Walker running right.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
All right, let's go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
44. Ready.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felder. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
21G.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
At the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready? Ready, ready?
On second down, here's the option.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
First down, Seattle.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Well, this game, it was well in hand early.